Hello, and welcome back to Alice Talks Football, and welcome back to another live Manchester United news, transfer news, and update show. And Mbeumo is done. His medical is tomorrow. His contract signing will be Sunday, and he should be announced Sunday or Monday as a Manchester United player. Big news. Let's go. But Romano has also confirmed where Manchester United are turning to next, who they'll be going for next. But the big question is, where is the money coming from? There is some rumours of Højlund and AC Milan. There is some rumours of Garnacho, Villa, Chelsea. There is some rumours of Rashford, Barcelona, Sancho, Juventus, Anthony Betis. But none of those deals have gone over the line just yet. Because Mbeumo will be paid across 4 years, do we have a little bit of funds in the bank to do another signing? We spoke about Lamens earlier today. We will discuss that. But also, guys, some interesting updates coming out in regards to the youth, in regards to young players, including the likes of Harry Emas, Diego Leon, and Sekou Kone. Big reporting and breaking news coming out today that Harry Emas will not be involved in pre-season. He is now set to go out on loan. Interestingly as well, today, United confirmed Diego Leon's new squad number. They wanted a week to watch Diego Leon before making any decisions. And within a week of training, they've watched Diego Leon, felt happy to send Amas out on loan, feel happy to include Diego Leon in the pre-season tour squad, give him a good shirt number. Manchester United coaches have been shocked and impressed with what they've seen off Diego Leon. But not just Diego Leon, but Sekou Kone. Is he going to go out on loan? Is he, he's set to be involved in the tour? What's the plan there? United want a new midfielder. Will we sign one? Could Sekou Kone potentially be having a role next season? We're going to talk about all of that. We're going to talk about all the latest news. We're going to talk about the striker situation where United are turning to next. Sesko, Nicholas Jackson, Watkins, those three targets. There is rumours of Emi Martinez, but not much in it. Lamens is a lot more credible. John Victor Abotafogo is a lot more credible at keeper. So yeah, guys, if you do enjoy today's live stream, feel free to go and hit that like button. And of course, subscribe down below if you're new and want to stay up to date on all the latest Manchester United news, updates, and more. But yeah, we got that Mbeumo Here We Go earlier today. How good does it feel to finally get that Mbeumo Here We Go? It's been a while. We've been waiting a while, but we've got that Mbeumo Here We Go. He is a Manchester United player. And finally, that whole situation is over. But if you were sleeping under a rock, here's what you need to know. Manchester United reached agreement with Brentford to sign Mbeumo. Deal between clubs struck at 65 million plus 6 million add-ons, 4 installments, 26-year-old forward, only wanted United, blah, 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 blah. He only wanted United. He told Arsenal no, Newcastle no, Tottenham no. He only wanted United. David Ornstein says he's 26, but Google says he's 25. Google says he's 25. David Ornstein says he's 26. I think he's 25, about to turn 26. But he looks older, so it's very easy to get his age wrong, because I honestly thought people think he's older. So that's the news on him. Bish, bash, bosh. And Mbeumo is set to complete the first part of his medical on Saturday, with the rest plus official contract signing on Sunday in Carrington. Amrin set to have his main target on the USA tour next week, said Sully. Good news coming in there, which was further confirmed by Ornstein and Whitwell. And Mbeumo set to undergo his medical this weekend ahead of completing the transfer to Manchester United. An agreement has been reached. And Laurie Whitwell did mention there's a few details to iron up to get Brian Mbeumo on a flight for pre-season tour, medical and visa. It shouldn't take long. It takes normally a day or two for most people, but in Man United's case, they'll probably find a way to make this take a week to do. But yeah, let's talk about everything going on. Let's talk about all the latest news, updates, and everything that we need to know, because there's some relevant striker updates coming out in regards to United's plan. But Ornstein, you have to give him credit. He's been very, very good. Duncan Castle's information was very accurate, actually. He was the only one saying 70 million. He was the only one saying it's not close when everyone was saying it was close a few weeks ago. Duncan Castles and Ornstein have probably been the best sources of information through this whole Mbeumo situation. But where are United turning to next? Fabrizio Romano confirms that Manchester United's plan to sign a new striker in the next weeks as main target Brian Mbeumo deal is done. Outgoings will be key for the budget. Garnacho, Sancho, Rashford, Anthony remain, and one player set to leave, still not left, still ongoing. When are they leaving? I'm getting fed up with this. But Romano has confirmed our next move will be for a striker. Ruben Amorim and everyone at the club wants a new striker at Manchester United. Internal talks are taking place. I fully expect United to sign a new striker in the next weeks, said Romano. So, Mbeumo done, United working on next deal. Next deal seems to be a striker, but who? Is it Nicholas Jackson? Is it Sesko? Is it Watkins? Is it Nkunku? Now, one thing we've got to take in mind is Nicholas Jackson, Chelsea, Watkins, Aston Villa, 2 clubs that want Garnacho. Benjamin Sesko, a player that we've probably had the longest amount of interest in, but Benjamin Sesko would be a pretty expensive deal to do, if we're going to be totally honest. Now, what we recently have learnt is that Benjamin Sesko would be open to Manchester United, and Manchester United do have interest in Benjamin Sesko. We also know in regards to Nicholas Jackson, it's been reported quite a lot lately that Nicholas Jackson is on United's striker shortlist, but nothing's advanced as of yet. Romano said that there's several clubs interested in Nicholas Jackson, a lot of Premier League clubs interested. He didn't specifically name Manchester United. Pete Hall also said that Nicholas Jackson and Alejandro Garnacho could trade places and suggested a swap deal and confirmed United's interest in Nicholas Jackson. We also had confirmation from Paul Hurst that we're looking at Nicholas Jackson. Sky Sports said we're looking at Nicholas Jackson. And Nabil Jelit, if that's how you say his name, who was the first guy to get the Lenny Yoro news spot on, was the first guy to say that United had inquired about Nicholas Jackson. There's been recent inquiries about Sesko, as Arsenal are getting Gyökeres. There's been recent inquiries about Nicholas Jackson. But the one I think Manchester United are going to get, depending on the budget, and should be available for 50 million, is Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins is on Manchester United's list of potential incomings. This was said by many sources. Sam C has confirmed that today. Give Me Sports said that Ollie Watkins would be open to joining Manchester United, and that Manchester United are keen on strengthening their attacking options at number 9 position, even after Mbeumo and Cunha. And we did get updates from TalkSport. There's a possibility United go for Ollie Watkins. At the time, they had inquired for Hugo Ekitike, who's now set to join Liverpool. Ben Jacobs went on the United stand and said, our main focus is Mbeumo, but after Mbeumo, United do like Ollie Watkins and have inquired about the deal. And according to Andy Mitten, United actually have liked Watkins for a while, and they first asked about Watkins in 2020, just before he went to Villa, and they were kept being informed on the player. We obviously know that there's rumours of Højlund leaving. We will get into that. United would like a new striker. Despite signing Mbeumo and Cunha, it's been confirmed that the priority is still a new striker, which surprises me. I think we need a striker and it is priority, but I think if you sign 2 good goal scorers, I still would look at midfield and goalkeeper. We're going to talk about the wing-back scenario because we have been linked to Estupiñán, which a lot of people seem to forget as well. But there has been some credible Estupiñán links in there as well. But Laurie Whitwer, who's a very credible source of information, did say that Ollie Watkins is on the list. United are considering Watkins' situation. They know Villa were open to selling him to Arsenal in January. He was valued about 55 to 60 million pounds. Arsenal and Man United, I think, value him at 40 million pounds. So we'll have to see the price. But there's a feeling that Watkins could be available for 50 million pounds. And United might be willing to pay that depending on sale. So if I was to guess who the striker signing would be, I would assume it'd be Watkins. But the Sesko one is a recent one that has been emerging. Ben Jacobs, among many people to mention it. United do have a long-standing interest in Benjamin Sesko, so it will be interesting to see if there is developments there. Ben Jacobs said on the United stand literally yesterday that I think we could get some legs in the Benjamin Sesko deal and the possible striker targets now the Mbeumo deal is done. Sami Mokba, who's a credible journalist, has linked us to Benjamin Sesko in the past. This was at the time when Arsenal were favourites to get him. But there's even reports going back from a couple of weeks ago that, Arsenal looking at Gyökeres could push United into Sesko. So it looks like Manchester United's next position and next target will be the striker position. That's who Manchester United are looking at, and that could be the next deal after Brian Mbeumo. Morb said get Lamens and Sesko next. It would be nice to see. I like Sesko, but I can't lie. I think he's a little bit overpriced. I don't think he's worth the money that RB want for him, because I think he could turn into a Højlund 2.0 at Manchester United, because there is elements of Sesko's game that definitely need improving and do worry me that he could turn into Højlund 2.0 if he comes to Manchester United. Bring Watkins in, let Rashford play with the ladies. Well, Rashford's probably going to go to Barcelona. Hopefully we get some advancements on that. Sesko's not a bagsman. He's a 9. He's like Xerxes profile-wise. I think he's very different to Xerxes profile-wise, but he's not getting the goal numbers that you want just yet, but he's a player for potential in future. So a lot of people say they prefer Xerxes over Sesko. A lot of people say they prefer Xerxes over Sesko. Sesko doesn't feel right. I mean, I think it's going to be Watkins. It could be Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson's a very Manchester United thing to do. It could very much be Nicholas Jackson, but a bit of negativity there around Sesko. Some people really like Sesko. Some people really want him. Other people are thinking, no, not for me. Not Benjamin Sesko. I think he's made the move to Dortmund or someone, hasn't he? This guy is like some 6'6" striker, and I think he is. He's at Stuttgart, and I feel like he's going to Bayern or Dortmund though. We haven't been linked to him. Do you guys feel the Mbeumo signing was expensive? Yes, but when you look at the market and what other players have gone for, it's not that bad. I think it's not really the price of Mbeumo. It's more the fact that we spent 7 weeks on this deal to just give Brentford what they wanted when we could have done it 7 weeks ago. Do you know what I mean? That's the frustrating thing with Mbeumo. It was Bayern he's going to, not Dortmund. Yeah, Sesko's very expensive for his goals. Sesko were buying off potential, and that's what we did with Højlund, and it didn't go well. But talking of potential, there's been some updates in regards to Manchester United's academy and plans for certain academy players here. So I want to dive into this story. There is interest from the Championship in Europe in Harry Amas, but nothing is imminent. Harry Amas is set to go out on loan and not believed to be involved in pre-season. So Simon Stone dropped a big story that Harry Amas will not be involved in the pre-season. He's set to go out on loan. There's Championship clubs, and European clubs interested in Amas, but nothing is imminent as of yet. Now, why is Amas going out on loan? Well, I think that's because 1, Manchester United have been looking at left backs, and 2, Diego Leon has gone in, and Manchester United maybe believe Diego Leon is better than Amas. Diego Leon has very much impressed in training, and there's only room for one of Amas or Leon to get minutes next season. And I guess it's better for Amas's development to go out on loan, as United might prioritise Diego Leon, who's obviously got a bit more first team experience. But we know that Manchester United want to sign a wing back this summer. We know we have interest in signing a wing back. We know, according to Ben Jacobs, there were some recent talks with Estupiñán's camp. So this news that Amas is not involved in pre-season comes as no surprise, especially as Diego Leon is seen as further ahead internally. Looks like Amas could go out on loan. Diego Leon takes Amas's place, and United are even looking at players like Estupiñán to come in and potentially put some pressure on Dorgu there. We do know that Manchester United want a wing back. There is questions, are we abandoning midfield? I think that's an August situation. I think it is striker. I think it is the backup keeper. I think it is wing back. And I think surely United will look to sign a midfielder. Amrin wants a midfielder. Laurie Whittle's confirmed that, although we haven't been linked to any midfielders credibly. But we are looking at wing backs. Everyone knows we're looking at wing backs in the market. And with Harry Amas's sort of loan exit pretty much confirmed, it, 1, shows that Diego Leon is probably higher rated and very much impressed in training, but 2, it might back up the claims that United are interested in signing a wing-back. So, what is Manchester United's official squad for pre-season to face Leeds tomorrow? So, it's come out as Bayindir, Tom Heaton, Dermot Mee, Dalot, Mazraoui, De Ligt, Maguire, Patrick Dorgu, Lenny Yoro, Luke Shaw, Aiden Heaven, Diego Leon, Tyler Fredrickson, Reece Monroe, Goodwill Kukonki, Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, Agate, Kobbie Mainoo, Jack Fletcher, Sekou Kone, Toby Collier, Rasmus Højlund, Cunha, Ahmed, Chidu, Ethan Williams, and Binti Mantato. You might notice that Jack Morehouse isn't there, who was quite highly rated by Amrin. Just like Amas, they're looking at loan deals for Jack Morehouse. So this is I just realised I had the wrong thing on my screen. This is Manchester United squad for the pre-season game. So these are players we might see. Now, the way I look at it is there was no Vitek, which is a bit disappointing. So the goalkeeper situation is a bit disappointing there. But you've got, I think Dalot will play right wing back in the first half. I think Ahmad will play right wing back in the second half. But you've also got Mantato that can play right wing back as well, which will be interesting to see. You've got Diego Leon and, of course, Dorgu that can play left wing back. I think Mazraoui will play centre back with De Ligt and Maguire. And I think Yoro and Aiden Heaven and Tyler Fredrickson will get minutes at centre back. You've got Collier involved, Kone involved, Fletcher involved, which will be interesting to see. But the one I quite like is Ethan Williams. Ethan Williams had a loan spell, and I think like it wasn't like an amazing loan spell, but it was a decent loan spell. So Ethan Williams went out to, I believe, was it League 2 or League 1 on loan, and had a, for me, I think, you know, a lot of Man United players will go on loan and some don't really get minutes or do this or that, but he went out to League 2. And from what I saw of his loan, he impressed particularly early on, and he showed some encouraging signs. You've got to remember, he's only a young lad. He's only 18 years of age, and he was playing for, I believe, Cheltenham Town, and he scored a couple of goals early on. He, you know, towards the end, he wasn't getting as many minutes, but he started well and showed some real promise. I believe that he got 2 goals and 2 assists in the minutes that he got in and showed some stuff. So it'd be interesting to see how Ethan Williams gets on. Xerxes, yes. By the way, Xerxes and Onana have small knocks. It was described as a minor injury to Xerxes, so nothing to be worried about, but it was described as a minor injury to Xerxes. Yeah, he picked up a knock, but not serious. Yeah, he's expected to fly out. Leach isn't expected to be playing or getting a lot of minutes in pre-season, but Leach is also expected to join. Oh! Man City considering a move for James Trafford to return this summer. That would put a big blow to Newcastle, because Newcastle meant to be close on that deal. But if Newcastle miss out on James Trafford, then they're going to go for Lamens, who United are interested in, which is the only thing. Newcastle have just been linked to Lamens, who we were linked to earlier, and James Trafford is apparently returning to City, which is an interesting one. Madueke's been announced as an Arsenal player, yes. There's rumours of Isak going to Saudi Arabia, but I think it's been made up. So there was James Trafford could be going back to Man City. That was just an interesting update. But I want to talk about Diego Leon, because Diego Leon is set to be given a chance to get some minutes. Do you remember Diego Leon did that quote at the airport on his way to Manchester that, you know, give me pre-season, I can show you what I can do, and all of that. We're going to talk about Diego Leon, because I think Harry Amas's loan, a big part of it is to do with the arrival of Diego Leon. I think Diego Leon is maybe seen as further advanced as Harry Amas. And considering Harry Amas was quite promising, it gets me quite excited about Diego Leon. So Samuel Luck has said this: Diego Leon is set to be given a chance to secure a place in Manchester United's first-team squad. Coaching staff have been impressed by Diego Leon in training, and he could make a first-team appearance tomorrow. So Manchester United are in Stockholm, and they are playing Leeds at 2 o'clock UK time tomorrow. And Diego Leon could feature. But interestingly, apparently coaching staff have been really impressed with Diego Leon. He's really impressed them. And Man United were reluctant to give him a shirt number right away. They wanted to see how he did in training. So the fact that they've seen how he did in training, approved Amas to go out on loan, given him a good shirt number, you can see that Manchester United was shocked and impressed by Diego Leon and what he's brought. And I think that's some positive news. Man United are not signing keeper. We will not sign an expensive keeper. I think we will sign a Bayendier replacement. I think if we sign a keeper, it could be John Victor. Cunha, Xerxes, and Mbeumo. I think Cunha, Xerxes, and Mbeumo worked really well. It's a shame that Xerxes is injured. Xerxes had a few little injury problems, and I think that's because we've been over-reliant on him because of how bad Højlund was. So hopefully Xerxes is all right, but he has picked up a few injuries lately in regards to that. But Diego Leon is one of the players I'm very excited to see. Obviously, Cunha is one of the players I'm very excited to see. But Sekou Kone is an interesting one, because we're talking about, well, Man United need a midfielder. We know that Ruben Amorim would like a midfielder. We know that Manchester United would need a midfielder. But it feels like there's nothing really happening in regards to Manchester United midfielder movement. Do you know what I mean? It feels like not a whole lot is happening in regards to United and midfielders in the window. Or is that just me? Maybe that's just me. But it feels like not enough is happening. Are we signing a striker, Alice? Romano said we will sign a striker. He didn't say who, but he said we will sign a striker. I feel like this. I forgot what I was saying now. I feel like I'm excited about Diego Leon. I'm excited by Sekou Kone, because I think Sekou Kone could play a part if he impresses in pre-season. I feel like if Sekou Kone has a good pre-season, he's going to play a part, because I don't know if we're going to sign a midfielder. Amorim wants a midfielder. We know Man United want a midfielder, but I don't know if we'll sign one. So let's talk about Sekou Kone. Sekou Kone impressed first team staff in training during the week as he did at the back end of last season. Current expectation is that he will be included in the first team squad for the US tour. The best option for his development will be assessed following its competition, but there is now talk of Sekou Kone being involved in the tour, getting some minutes, which is good to see. He's obviously going to Sweden for the Leeds game. Good to obviously see other players involved for the Leeds game, but there's talk of Sekou Kone having a part. Romano said midfield is below striker and goalkeeper is and the goalkeeper in the priority list. Don't expect a new midfielder. Either do I at this rate in time. I think it depends on sales. I think if Garnacho, Rashford, Anthony and Sancho go, we've got money to do a bit more business as well. What are the expectations for Collier? We have to just see how he does. I think he could. I think if we don't sign a midfielder, he stays. If we do, I think we could see a loan. Maybe United sell for PSR, but I think we could potentially see a loan for Collier. Guys, I could only do a short show because I've got to pop off somewhere at 6, but I just wanted to do a short show that was positive, not just to talk about the Cunha news, but the games up and coming in the academy news. I am going to be back tonight with a late night roundup. Don't you worry, but thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.